This is Pokling 888 Telemetrading Daily Market Research and Data Analysis. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index edged up 85.48 points or 1.23% to close at 7,032 pesos and 54 cents at exactly 1 p.m. During the day, it opened at 6,952 pesos and 48 cents. And the day's range started from 6,945.99 to 7,065 pesos and 89 cents. From the past 52 weeks, the range started from 6,080 pesos and 94 cents to 7,475 pesos and 75 cents. Here are the top 10 most active companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange according to volume. All-day marts traded 70.69 million at a price of 0.70 or 70 cents, and there was no change in price. AC Energy Philippines went up 0.68 cents or 6.32% to close at a price per share of 11 pesos and 44 cents with a volume traded 45.52 million. Basic Energy went up 0.05 cents or 8.33% to close at a price of 0.65 or 65 cents per share with a volume 43.17 million. Cemex Holdings appreciated 0.01 cents or 0.86% to close at a price per share of 5 pesos and 5 cents with a volume of 30.16 million. Metro Pacific Investment Corporation edged up 0.05 or 1.31% to close at a price per share of 3 pesos and 86 cents with a volume of 18.87 million. Next, the SunTrust Home traded 14.91 million at a price of 1.13 cents and there was no change in price. Ayala Land traded 13.73 million where there was an increase in price of 0.8 or 8 cents or 2.41% to close at a price per share of 34 pesos. Next, the Monday Nissin depreciated 0.24 or 1.41% to close at a price of 16 pesos and 76 cents with a volume of 38.84 million. The Mega World traded 25.69 million at a price per share of 3 pesos where there was a significant change in price of negative 0.03 or negative 0.99%. Next, the SM Prime traded 9.51 million at a price per share of 34.7 where there was a change in price of negative 0.3 or negative 0.86%. And here are the top gainers companies. Ace Enexor went up 2.3 or 2 pesos and 3 cents or equivalent to 10.36% to close at a price per share of 24 pesos and 5 cents. Basic Energy gained 8.33% or 0.05 points at a price per share of 0.65 cents. Next, Pacific Online Systems gained 7.57% or 0.14 or 14 cents to close at a price per share of 1 peso and 99 cents. Next, Lepanto Consolidated B gained 6.92% or 0.0090 to close at a price per share of 0.1390. Next, the First Abacus Fin gained 6.78% or 0.040 to close at a price of 0.63. Next, the Alson's Consolidated increased 0.07 points or gained 6.54% to close at a price per share of 1 peso and 14 cents. Next, the Union Bank went up 6.70 points or 6.42% to close at a price of 111 pesos per share. Next, the AC Energy Philippines went up 0.68 or gained 6.32% to close at a price of 11 pesos and 44 cents. Next, City and Land Development increased 0.05 points or 5.75% to close at a price per share of 92 cents. Next, the Philippine Realty went up 0.012 points or 5.69% to close at a price of 0.223. Here are the market top decliners companies. TKC Metals declined 0.17 or 17.17% losses to close at a price of 82 cents per share. Boga Medellin Milling Company losses 14.01% or fell down 9.95 points to close at a price of 61 pesos and 05 cents. The Vivant declined 1.5 or 9.38% to close at a price of 14 pesos and 5 cents per share. The ATN Holdings fell down 0.035 points or 8.33% to close at a price of 0.385. The Philippine Estates losses of 7.27% or 0.040 to close at a price of 0.510. Century Properties Group went down 0.03 or 03 cents or losses of 7.14% to close at a price of 0.39 or 39 cents. Pacifica fell down 0.15 or 15 cents or 4.84% losses to close at a price of 2 pesos and 95 cents. Next, the Mark Ventures had 4.48% losses or 0.06 to close at a price of 1 peso and 28 cents per share. Next, the Jackstones depreciated 0.08 or 4.26% losses to close at a price of 1.8 per share. And the last, the Ayala Pref with losses of 3.77% or 20 points to close at a price of 511 pesos per share. And here are the updates on Forex. US dollar to Japan yen. Japanese yen caught out on Fed hawkishness and Omicron. Will US dollar to Japan yen break? The Japanese yen came under pressure as higher yields offshore and the impacts on Omicron wave. There is some confusion around the travel restrictions being implemented in Japan. Some flights will now be allowed in, but others will not be, creating heightened uncertainty. The Norwegian krone also underperformed as crude oil prices continued to languish ahead of the OPEC Plus meeting today. There is speculation that OPEC Plus could cut output in light of the Omicron variant impacting demand.